Hello, good evening, everybody. After my video yesterday, everybody is going bananas. Anyway, thank you very much for everybody watching the video yesterday and also for sharing and subscribing to the channel. Thanks, I appreciate it. Today I came to different page. Every day is not cannot be the same. We have come and dramatize this in different ways, so we can talk a little bit of everything that's going on with Ayamara and the crowns surround him. I never say in any moment in time that Ayamara Well, we have some issues here with the internet. Anyway, let me first clarify something interesting here. What I like to clarify first of all, before we start with this, the truth behind the drama, what really is going on with Ayamara, and you see something in the cover, and if Ginto does matter, what he says real matter. It's important to highlight something here, is to differentiate quality and mediocre. When something is low level quality and something is high level quality, there is a balance here, it's a difference. This is why content creation is all about. It's an art. It's an art that you visualize and you make your mind or you enjoy for a moment. But let's let's dig down really on this subject here. What is I have for you today? Well, the point is, when we talk about Ayamara, many times people have different opinions. You get people split. People go left, right. You can say up and down. On my video yesterday, I never said that Ayamara is a mediocre YouTuber. Only I highlight something that you need to be pay attention, something that everybody knows and then does not want to talk. And then that was something for debate, to something to condemn. We know that Ayamara is a Kenyan travel content YouTuber and social media influencer. That everybody knows. So there is no doubt. He done some philanthropic acts and as building houses for the neighbors and help many other people. He has spoke public about facing suspicions from his home village after building a huge mansion. He always has talk about this, with villagers accusing him belonging to a secret society of Freemason because of could not believe his income came from content creation. He also revealed he lost his left eye when he was younger, which is why he often wear sunglasses. That we know that. So Ayamara seems to have both supporters and critics, and this we cannot deny, partly because his lifestyle. There is the key word, his lifestyle. Yes, his lifestyle as a successful social media influencer clashes with expectations or beliefs in his rural community. There is another issue. What knows about Ginto and alleged conflicts? Let me be clear here before we go so deep on this topic of today. Does me to what Ginto say really in fact make an impact matters? Well, We have to go back to somewhere, and many of you don't like go back. Do you remember that trip that Ayamara done to the United States of America? Do you remember that guy we used to call him the pig? Or I used to call him the pig? Do you remember when Nairobi Chicha visit Ayamara in his own village, where Nairobi Chicha could not believe how a YouTube content creator could achieve so much and do so many for few? Well, yes, there is a point. If you remember, the pig say Ayamara was the biggest clown on YouTube content creation. Who failed first, Ayamara or the pig? Ayamara or Nairobi Chicha? Well, here's the case of Ginto, the desperation. But there is something here very interesting. Is the lifestyle that Ayamara have in his own village is above of a villager. And that is where the pain, the contradictions come, where the others, boys, they use, play with him and go to school, whatever, to see and believe what he has achieved has become regrettable. Because to see a family in a status, a desperate status, and over sadly, a change from where they come and where they are. This is a problem all of Africa, even me. The status I have today and the status I had before. When they look at me, they do the same what they do to Ayamara. But in the case of Ginto, in the case of Ginto, like one of you have said, I'm an hypocrite. I am, because I observe something, I see, and then I deserve the right to be an hypocrite, but a clever, not a stupid hypocrite when you're watching something and then you're not able to condemn. You need to reflect in yourself. This is a guy has made us seen the world. This is a guy make us believe in many other things while he's in his own village. But when we see him and begin to clutch, we should ask ourselves, why all this drama? Why Ginto is doing this? Well, it's the same one said in the previous video yesterday. Is how powerful he has come. If I question if he's running for politics, what I know, he will never run for politics because he doesn't like tight himself. He likes freedom. Even he's tight somewhere, it's not me to disclose, but he likes freedom, enjoys his freedom. But also, you have to understand freedom have a cost. And that cost of freedom is when you think I'm doing well, but you are not in reality do it. And this is why the drama, the truth behind the drama. What is the truth behind this drama? It's manipulation, it's desperation, it's characters that can't believe to see a Mzungu woman become part of a village. For him to be able to fly far away and convince this woman in Mexico that he loves her, he's gonna give him everything. And we see this woman time to time, sometimes craving for love, crying for love, not crying for being mistreated. No, this woman has been given everything, in above what any other woman expect. But also there is something here. We have to respect our sisters and mothers for the solidarity they have to with Rocio. But is the Ginto that we have to talk about the drama. Who is creating the real drama? Who makes the content go around and spin is Ginto. Why? This is a guy with a low IQ. Is a guy who does not understand your personal grievance, failures cannot be translated in something achievements. And this is all we humans do, especially Africans, where we have this village where we come from with all the resources there, but the means is creativity. And this is what Marwa has capitalized by being creative, make things different, make things where somebody does not see. I have mentioned the arrival of the horses has changed the content. And the question is that, but the hypocrites, viewers, they've been just here to listen where the marmalade goes, in which side of the bread you put the marmalade, not understand. You can put marmalade whenever you want and swallow it. They come here, they think, oh, this guy has switched aside. Nobody has switched aside. I don't need switch aside. I've never been in the left and the right. I've been straightforward. What it is the truth of the matter. But let's be honest. Let's pick one of out of the bench. Yesterday I spoke about Mayugun. Today I'm speaking about Ginto. What is the Ginto syndrome? This is we have a Ginto syndrome. Ginto syndrome is like a soda. How do you make a soda? You have all these components, chemical components mixed with water and make this flavor called Fanta, this flavor called Coca-Cola, and so forth. And there is where Ginto comes on the drama, where Ginto, it, out of his mind, not realizing, is not capitalizing, but is building somebody else's repertoire. This is where the drama comes. He create a scenario where men, people they don't understand. Even himself does not understand. So dramatic where desperation becomes creativity, and creativity somebody gains. By gaining that, the beggars show on the redders. And there is where many of you don't understand why being to behave in such manner, because he has lose an opportunity, has lose an occasion, he has lose the nyamatoma, free nyamatoma, has lose uh, the free gifts, has lose the opportunity, the exposure, the interaction, the donations, because Ayamara have something very interesting. Is a really a philanthropist. Is one of the best African YouTuber. Even that guy from Ghana, what his name? I don't remember right now. Baby Guademaya does not ever in his lifetime reach to the level of philanthropist of this Kenya YouTuber. Even the Kenyans, the most famous Kenyans YouTuber, they will never ever reach to the level Ayamara has done for his own community. Is where we have to understand what is the motivation of all the drama. The motivation of all the drama is money. To give you an impression that something is highly wrong, somebody has committed an obscene situation, has robbed the people, make you feel guilty. On the end, you see them fail. And that failure is when the arrogance becomes something else. Is here where many of you condemn and say, oh, no. I saw somebody very interesting video today from what is called this lady from Jamaica. A quite interesting video, really, a quite interesting video. Catch it pimping. Yes, catch it pimping, something like that. Let me see if I can share this image. No, let me see. I can share this image. It's a quite interesting story to watch because it shows something that not always we know what we realize about, because many people only want is what's going on, what's going on. But let's pay a little bit of attention and look at this. Yeah, yes, let me share with you. Yeah, you see this video here. This video is quite interesting. If you watch this video, he was catch hiding in the bush. Why you need to be catch in the bush? What was the problem here? What was the problem here?
Can you imagine having to stand in the bushes, filming like a paparazzi? Eh?
Yeah, man.
Watching a whole wedding procession and you cannot enter because of your bad behavior. People
Well, you see, this is the things many of you don't realize sometimes. Many of you they don't understand this drama of Nyamba ones. In particular, yeah, Ayamara. And then this question, what's going on with Ayamara? He's one something. Is he has invited his in-laws or the wife, or girlfriend, whatever partner, uh, make sure the in-laws came, their parents came to Nyambuans, and this is a very good thing. The families to meet each other, they know each other, and all these crossover relationships. But is Ayamara not be able to capitalize here in style? Who is capitalizing here? Is Rusio. Rusio has created the best videos you ever could expect. Because the question in everybody's mind, what's going on? I enjoy, I have a good time. Even the sponsors, they want to make them feel comfortable. And Ayamara is not producing that. One of the latest video where Ayamara sits with them and talk and ask them what will surprise them, that was a good start. What a good point. But his main character, Mr. Luis, he can't bring Mr. Luis to action. Mr. Luis like cars. Mr. Luis is a man on ends in something. Bring Mr. Luis do something to get them involved, or try to get them involved in the kitchen, because one of the biggest problems of Ayamara is be so ambitious to a point he neglects his own himself. He have everything for that kitchen, but if you hear what he's saying and what is required for that kitchen is not so much. But it's keeping calm and say, I bought this land, I bought that land, I have stopped this. If Ayamara could focus on something and finish that kitchen, he could be enjoy something else. Have that big table, the Putin table in front of that kitchen could be something else. There is where the problems lay, and the drama goes off. Everybody start hear something, he distracts himself, he loses himself. I prefer Ayamara traveling, not Ayamara in the village, because Ayamara in the village is not worth it. It's a dead thing. It's something we got seen so many times, and sometimes comes so boring. It's like have a ugali with no salt, or some veg or meat or something with no salt, no flavor, nothing, just watery. And there is what Ginto tried to do is put salt, but Ayamara gets panic and become defensive. And there is where the problem is, where the questions coming and say, what the hell here is happening? We have Joy. 8820 Moss called in on Ayamara life in Argentina to advise him about past issues with the TT, but Mara asked him to stop. Thank you for that comment. You're welcome. Joe, oh, I now remember that night was epic. Well, very good comments indeed. I donate tomorrow and I want money back. Very interesting. So you have donated tomorrow, or I have donated tomorrow. I want my money back. What is going on here? I can't catch the point. But here's something very interesting. Is like these viewers, these people, they come and comment here and remember some fact. This is quite interesting. Yeah, I did call Ayamara because it was something fish, and I'm glad I never pursue any more talk to him because the story on the end and exactly that what I knew at the time and the reflection of that story is what we now know. The general came out and say the worst enemy of Ayamara is that man there. And that was the truth. That man was not going to that village do what everybody was talking. These guys, the village want to help. No, he was an aim, an agenda. And that agenda start fail apart, start crack. Many could not understand. Say, oh no, the man is donating, the man is doing this. And this is the ridiculous when people come and put things forward to a point where you, the viewer, you are the viewer, come say, oh, which side you are? Yeah, in content creation, there is no side, there is opportunity. It's all about catch you to view, to subscribe, and comment. And this is what all about YouTube. And this is what YouTube make want. YouTube doesn't care. Only create these different travel people. Oh yeah, but let's talk about we as Africans and this drama. Is a worthy drama to watch? Indeed, it is. As an African, I'm very proud to see this telenovela of Nyamboans because it gives me an opportunity when I go home, see my own people, and I know I have seen this drama somewhere else, and then I'm gonna deal with the drama. Is this drama of Nyamboans a serious thing for you to care? I don't think so. I think it's a waste of a time. And then when it becomes a waste of time, you have to start to reflect. What Ginto is doing here is something. Do you expect ever this could happen? Well, what Ginto brought to us is quite interesting. What Ginto brought to us is a fact, a new narrative, is a confusion. Everything when post become a drama, comes saga. And then is most of those uh, receipts have become conflictive. You don't understand who is who in the zoo. The allegations, the proof, the potential misinformation, the clickbait, and that is what Ginto wants. Is the potential misinformation, the clickbait. Ginto is a clickbait master. Is given how much social media drama content relies on social sensationalism. There is a high chance many of those videos are exaggerate or even fabricate to generate viewers, which seems consistent with the broader partner where creators used to shock and titles to go viral. This is all about Ginto us find somewhere somehow a third part that has realized a clickbait might be the new trick, not be a hater, a different narrative. These allegations improves betrayal, scam, misleading friends, fun, stirring villages against Marwa. No, our present rumors, claims, founds, solid evidence, third party verifications. No, 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 no. Ginto became the master of clickbait. That was before was that guy, what's called uh, Nasto. Nasto was the master of clickbait. You could read and say, oh, let me click here. And now we have Ginto. Because why? The contradictory narrative. Some videos claim Mario as a victim, another claim is it dishonest or is it manipulative. And then I can tell you, it seems like Marwa has fallen a category of manipulative. He's not a manipulator, but has fallen that because everybody now is like, is Marwa on his mind? Or is Marwa realizing the flow is no longer belong to him? This is why people don't like it when we come here and bring this. People come here and say, I have to condemn. So the question I have for you, what's going on with Ayamara? Is insanity, stress, or has lost appetite to bring to us what he can do better? Well, Lilipat say, Mozambique, please rearrange your moral compass. How you gonna rearrange moral compass? Well, this is something very interesting. The moral compass is when you are not able to fix yourself, when you're not able to finish something and feel be all over. You can't be all over. You have to be somewhere, somehow, to engage and keep that engagement as your cross line where everything is visible. When you have so much in your plate and then you don't know which one you will have to eat, so becomes confusion. Here is the drama, and the people that don't like talk about. This is what people they don't see it. That Ayamara is losing in himself. He's the greatest YouTuber, the greatest traveler, but are him honest? I don't think. The honesty is splitting away, sleeping. The flow. The same happened to Mayugun. When the question of honesty came, everybody started worrying. So when you have Ginto hiding, it's because Ginto has lost complete, has lost 100%. Ginto just does not have nothing more to offer. And this is what we are not expecting for Ayamara. We are expecting for Ayamara his best because we know he can do it. But when it comes boring, it is boring. We have to say, and you like it or not. He's not a master. He have the skill. He have the understand. But the question is what's going on in reality? And many of you don't want to do that question because you only like one side of the story, not the other side. Now here the other side. We see Ayamara employing people. But this is not the same Ayamara say, I want these be run by them themselves, have income. How you will pay? Do we have gonna storage a year? People not get paid? Are those horses really die naturally or been poisoned? Where's the post-mortem? And these are the questions we start to have here. If the man is a genius, the man is the real. So let's break the molds and let's bring it forward. In my humble and poor opinion, Mara is a great YouTuber, but not in the drama of the village, not on his own community, because he can't satisfy everybody. He can't make all those lives change day by night. It's impossible. Every time he tries, it becomes more problems and problems and problems and problems. Even those who go there stands, I finish matrix, I finish a degree, I need these free for schools. They don't need free for schools. People they don't need. People they go ask money, David Jr., and then they come here. Something's fishing here, and many of you don't want that reality. And the reality is Marwa and the villages are two world apart. And those two world apart, it's time for him change the narrative. And that narrative is when we're gonna see the resurrection of a new chapter. And that is what Rousseau is doing. Rousseau has realized there is a boundary with the people out of my compound and myself by choosing new options of content, music, self appreciation, reflection. Why does Ayamara not sit and reflect on and realize I need more time to develop my own business? Business is not something easier. It's not just an idea. It requires a lot of sacrifice, imagination, involvement. And this is the opportunity as the family is there, as the video came out recently from uh, Rocio. They went to visit this place in the greatest lakes. This is what you need. This is what you need to come and show us. This is what make things different. It's like Vinny, the Vicent guy, who keep pushing different ways, different manners, like the Bichangas. They're trying to cope with the reality. But where is our good friend? Some people think Mara is a real scammer or Mara is a master of scheming. No, Mara is not master. Is not a good scammer. Master Mara creates space where scammers come to the scenario, where the scammers take the opportunity of using himself to scam. And this way becomes emblematic and contradictory in the conflict because we saw what happened to fellow the boy. And this is what you don't like to hear. This is where the problem lays in Washington with the pig. The pig thought he could scam, he could use Mara. But when Mara saw the clickbait, he distanced himself. Imagine Mara now, his girlfriend was Priya. What story could be? We had the Indian family in the village. Indians, they like business, opportunities. Could Mara cope with the An Indian family? Well, I leave it to you. I am Moss. If you like my videos, please share, comment, and just leave there a like. I'll appreciate and I'll say to you, thank to you. Well, I hope you have enjoyed this life. Just I came here to say the truth behind the drama is the mistrust between themselves. They can't trust themselves. They're so insecure. They have a problem, the lack of clarity, the contradiction of their narratives, where some videos you have this is the victim, and other claims no, that is manipulative, that is dishonest. Anyway, what shall you should treat as a fact? That is a question. And what remains proof and unproof. Marwa is a travel content creator. It travels widely, build a house for the neighbors, build structures in the village. But the rumors claim that the Ginto betrayed is a scammer, is a manipulator. Those appear only in YouTube drama videos, not serious reporting. Marwa faces suspicions from the villagers after building mansion. Village report him, accusing him of Freemasonry, claim that he was a valid case court or a formal legal judgment. Yes, there is some other video came recently. Many of you may go to distract where these people say they want to take the family to court because Marwa is not buying this land, stealing. This will be something else. But the reality is wealthy that Marwa has gained is create jealousy, misunderstanding from the villagers. And this is the conflict between Marwa and Ginto. Ginto can't take that small boy used to run goats. Today is a name, a worldwide known. Is something he can't bring down. There is no way. Yesterday, Ginto was the most prosperous person. Sorry. But today, who's is. This shows you in real life how one day you can be nothing and the following day you are a different character. Good evening. Thank you for watching and welcome more. Bye bye.